Aloha, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Day 8 Nakabi of the Haru 2014 basho. My name is Araibira. Please leave a like. I'm shooting for 50 likes again, so it just takes a second. Also, if you haven't yet, please um, click on the link on the description below to donate to my cause. It helps a lot in funding these bouts for all of you. First battle of the day featured Magashita 16 Kagamiwa with a 1-6 record. His opponent Judeo 2 Homasho with a 7-0 record. Homasho is also the leader in Judeo. Homasho gets the Yurikiri win over the Magashita 16 wrestler to improve to 8-0. Kagamiwa drops to 2-6. Magashita 15 Tenkaiho has only one win this basho. His opponent, Magashita 13 Jokoryu, has a 4-3 record. Tenkaiho has never beaten Jokoryu in their 5 previous meetings. However, today, Tenkaiho gets the Yorita Oshi win against Jokoryu, frontal crush out, to improve to 2-6. Magashita 10 Mugiru met Magashita 12 Chiyomaru, who has a 5-2 record. Mugiru has a 2-5 record. Mugiru has a good touch here, gets double underhooks and forces out Chiyomaru with a Yuri Kiri to improve to 3-5. Magashita 16 Satoyama battled Magashita 9 Gagamaru, who has a 3-4 record. Satoyama with a 2-5 record. Gagamaru has beaten Satoyama twice, with Satoyama not defeating Gagamaru ever in the past. Let's take a look at some of the action. This is a very good bout. David and Goliath bout. Excuse me. Going back and forth, back and forth. I screamed my ass off while I was watching this. Satoyama gets the win with a Shitate Nage inside arm throw on the big Gagamaru to improve to 3-5. Magashita 8 Takara Fuji has a 4-3 record. His opponent, Magashita 15 Takanoiwa, with a 5-2 record. Takara Fuji has a 4-1 record against Takanoiwa. Takanoiwa gets the Oshidashi frontal push-out win over the Magashita 8 wrestler to improve to 6-2. Magashita 14 Masunoyama has a 4-3 record. His opponent, Magashita 8 Kyoku Tenho, had a 5-2 record. Kyoku Tenho has a 4-0 advantage over Masunoyama. Today, Kyoku Tenho forces out Masunoyama with a Yurikiri win to improve to 6-2. Magashita 7 Toyo Hibiki has a 2-5 record. His opponent on day 8, Magashita 14 Azumaru, a 3-4 record. Azumaru has a 1-0 record against Toyo Hibiki. Today, Azumaru utilizes a Skui Nage beltless arm throw on the Magashita 7 wrestler to improve to 4-4. Magashita 12 Sado no Fuji met Magashita 7 Chiyo Tairu. Sado no Fuji has yet to win this basho. Chiyo Tairu has a 4-0 record against Sado no Fuji. Today, Chiyo Tairu gets a Hikiotoshi on Sado no Fuji, a hand pull down, and improves to 3-5. Magashita 6 Aminishiki has a 3-4 record. He faced off against Magashita 11 Tokushori with a 5-2 record. Aminishiki gets the win by Oshidashi frontal push out, and improves to 4-4. Magashita 5 Chiyo Tori and Magashita 6 Takekaze both entered day 8 with 5-2 records. Takekaze has a 1-0 record against Chiyo Tori. Today, Takekaze gets the Hataki Komi slapdown on Chiyo Tori and improves to 6-2. Magashita 9 Kitadaiki battled Magashita 5 Aoyama, who has a 4-3 record. Kitadaiki with a 3-4 record. Aoyama gets a Tsukiyatoshi frontal thrust out win today and improves to 5-3. Magashita 10 and Mongol hopeful Teruno Fuji has a 2-5 record. He faced off against Magashita 4 Ikioe, who has a 3-4 record. This is a good match. Let's take a look at some of the action. Back and forth, trying to grab each Moashi. Each man has their own strengths and weaknesses. However, Ikioe today gets the Yurikiri win and improves to an even 4-4. Magashita 1 Endo has a 3-4 record. His opponent, Magashita 11 Osunarashi, comes into day 8 with a 7-0 record among the co-leaders. Osunarashi has a 2-1 record against the young Japanese hope. Let's take a look at some of the action. A little bit of a stalemate going on between these two young wrestlers. Osunarashi drives Endo to the edge, but Endo turns it around and gets a Skuyetoshi thrust down win over the Maegashira 11 wrestler and improves to 4-4. Osunarashi suffers his first defeat of the basho. Maegashira 4 Yoshikaze battled Sekewake to Tochiozan, who has a 3-4 record. Tochiozan has a 10-5 record against Yoshikaze. Today, Tochiozan gets the Oshidashi push-out victory over the Maegashira 4 wrestler to improve to an even 4-4. Maegashira 2 Okinomi faced off against Maegashira 1 Tamawashi, who has not won a bout this basho with a 0-7 record. Okinomi has a 5-2 record over Tamawashi. However, today, Tamawashi gets the Oshidashi push-out win over Okinomi to achieve his first win of the basho. Komusubi Toyonoshima has a 3-4 record. His opponent Sekewake Kotooshu a 1-6 record. These two have met 32 times, 16 going to each individual wrestler. Today, however, Toyonoshima gets the Yorikiri victory over the former Ozeki to improve to 4-4. Kotooshu drops to 1-7. Ozeki Kakuru and Sekewake Goeido both go into day 8 with 6-1 records. Kakuru has a 16-8 record over Goeido. Kakuru gets the Tsukidashi frontal thrust out win over the Sekewake and improves to 7-1. Goeido drops to 6-2. Ozeki Kisno Sato has a 5-2 record. He faced off against Maegashira 2 West Tochinowaka with a 2-5 record. Kisno Sato has a 2-1 record against the Maegashira 2 wrestler. Today, Kisno Sato gets the win over Tochinowaka to improve to 6-2. Komusubi Shohozan has a 2-5 record. His opponent Ozeki Kotoshigiku a 5-2 record. Kotoshigiku has a 7-2 record against the Komusubi. Today, Shohozan gets the Skui Nage beltless arm thrower on the Ozeki wrestler and improves to 3-5. Kotoshigiku drops to 5-3. Yokozuna Hakuho has a 7-0 record. He's among the co-leaders. He faced off against Maegashira 3 Takayasu as a 3-4 record. Takayasu gives the Yokozuna his toughest bout of the basho so far, as they're fighting for grips on the mawashi. Very good bout. Hakuho gets the Uwate Nage overarm throw on the young Maegashira 3 wrestler and improves to 8-0. The final battle of the day featured Kaisei and Yokozuna Harumafuji. Harumafuji has a 7-0 record. He has beaten Kaisei 6 times in the past. Harumafuji gets the Uwate Nage win over Kaisei to improve to 8-0. Two leaders are Hakuho and Harumafuji with 8 wins and 0 losses. One off the lead, with 7-1 records are Kakuru and Osunarashi. Thanks guys for watching. Stay tuned tomorrow for day 9. Aloha.